Hey, all right, so we're going to do a very non-scientific review of this little guy, the Positive Grid Spark Go. I'm not going to try to show any of the versatility here. This is really just for everybody here on the Jazz Guitar Forum. Like, does it jazz? Let's find out. Um, I'll give you the quick answer if you don't want to watch the whole video. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not a great amp, but it sure does have some decent sounds in it, and it's got all the bells and whistles for practice, and it checks all the boxes that I wanted. When you guys heard me talk about how my old Microcube had died, and I wanted something that was battery powered and portable, and I could take it to where I work. I teach, I'm a high school teacher, so I take it to school, take it back and forth, play outside in my backyard with it. It covers all those bases. Does it sound as good as the Microcube? Not yet, in my opinion. No. Maybe just on the lack of volume thing, but why do I need to play that loud anyway if it's just me practicing? But the fact that I could, play tracks through it wirelessly, play along. You can even like do this thing where you can play some chords and it'll write a backing track for you, and it's actually pretty accurate. Um, they're all like little fun things that'll just make it very useful for me. So I'm going to hang on to it and just keep playing with it. And what I'm going to show you today is two tones that I've gotten out of it so far that I really like. The first one is going to be with my Heritage 575. And I got a pick here somewhere. What I noticed, and I'll do another video later if anybody really wants to see it, this amp sounds very thin and stringy and bright with my Telly. Now Telly, it's gonna naturally be brighter sounding anyway, but it doesn't have it for that guitar. This is something I'm gonna want to play with humbuckers. It just gets a much fatter sound. What else? Like the effects and stuff are cool. Like with the Telly, I was playing with all the choruses and stuff, and I was like, pretending I was Andy Summers or something. I don't know. But for straight ahead practice, here we go. So let's just give you a little taste of what this sounds like. It's a good sound. It's not that kind of old classic jazz sound that I always go for. The low notes come through pretty good. If you hit them too hard, they fart out a little bit. Not too bad. Honestly, the Microcube did that too. Cool, right? So, like it for that. And then I found a pleasant surprise. Just out for kicks, I plugged it into this Yamaha nylon string guitar that I've been playing a lot of lately because, well, it's fun. I didn't even check if this thing was in tune though. Give me a second here. I'm going to switch to a different preset. This one was specifically like for acoustic guitars, and I just altered it a little bit. Now, you're probably saying like, why bother playing a guitar that has already some acoustic volume if you want to just practice with it? Just take it outside and practice with it, right? You're not gonna plug it into an amp, and that's true. What's cool is like for backing tracks, in my opinion, I get a much better experience with tracks if I hear my guitar coming out of the same speaker that the rest of the music is coming out of. It feels more like I'm part of the mix as opposed to just playing over it. I don't know, maybe that's silly, but that's my kind of take on it. So like, I like hearing I would much rather practice with a track if I was plugged in than if I was just playing an acoustic guitar along with a track. Anyway, so more of this. Nice, right? It's got a good tone for that. We're up at like 7 minutes here on this video, and that's longer than anyone wants to hear me talk. But I'm hoping that this gives you an idea of what this little amp can do. Maybe I'll talk more about what it can't do, but for now, I'm saying, man, portability. Look at this thing. It's the size of the first digital camera I ever bought, and it weighs about as much too. And it's a heck of a lot more useful. So, yeah. Call me a Spark believer. Now I want to try the bigger ones.